Okay. So is the screen visible for you people? Yes. Okay. So what we'll see now, we'll just open the table. Select uh, enter. Okay. Now you can see the table that exists already. The data and all you can see here. Okay. Now we'll discuss few more commands. That is update, delete, drop, and truncate commands. Okay. Uh, now I'll show you how you can use the command that is update command. Okay. So basically, what is the purpose of update command? Update command is used to always to update some values that are already there in the database. Okay. So existing values that are there in the database, whenever that needs to be updated or changed, okay, we can go for updation command. So remember, don't get confused. Alter command used to change the structure of a table. Okay, anything that is to be deal with the columns and its data types. Okay, to change those things, we go for alter command, where you are changing the structure of a table. Whereas update command is a command which is used to change the content of a table, not the structure. Understanding what you can see here is all structure. Okay, here this is all the rows. What you see, this is a content of table. Okay, if you want to do any modification with respect to the content of this table, you should go for the update command. Okay. So I'll see what is the syntax before I update it. Okay. I'll just take one example where I add one more field for this particular uh, table. Okay, there is alter command. Alter alter table student. Okay, then add phone number. Okay, number of 10. So now table is altered, right? Now table one more field is added. Now we'll see what this select from a student will be displayed. Student. Okay. So these are empty fields that are there now, right? So how to fill up these empty fields? See, one thing using the insert statement also you can do it. That's a different syntax that is there that we'll see later. Now you can fill up these values using the command that is update command. Okay. So how we'll see update 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 student. Okay. Set set is a keyword. Phone number is equal to 10 digits, right? Give some value. Okay. So you just here try to understand whenever you update, updations are based on certain conditions. Whatever you update, that should be always applicable to certain rows based on certain conditions. In that way, you have to specify the condition. Okay, that is the syntax of the update. So here first statement update student we are updating. What we are updating, set is a keyword followed by what we are updating, that is the phone number we are updating is equal to the value. Okay. Then you have to specify where this value has to be updated. Okay, for that we use a keyword which specifies the where clause by where clause. Okay, where. Okay, so I want to do it row by row. So I'll select the first row. Okay, where ID is equal to 101 semicolon. Right. So now one row is updated. Now what happens? This value, this phone number value is updated to the first row. Always keep in mind, DBMS is all about manipulating the data row by row. That order you should always understand. Okay. Whatever you do, whatever the operations do, that everything will be carried out row by row. If you select all the table, still whole table is displayed, not as a whole table, but row by row it will be displayed. What you see is a whole table, but the process is that the database, in the database, whatever data that is there, that is fetched one row at a time, always. Okay. So now you can see the table. Okay. Select staff from. Now you can see it is updated now, right? It is updated. Similarly, I can update based on whatever the conditions you specify. So you specify here, I want to update to the first row, so I have taken ID is equal to 101. So where clause indicate should you have to specify the condition in the where clause such that okay certain row should be selected in the table. Here ID is equal to 101 is there. That's why this row is selected. Suppose if I give some other value, for example, we'll see. Okay. I'll show you the simple example. It is ID is equal to 106 I will give. Okay, where ID is equal to 106 I will give. So now what will be the consequence? For example, if I execute this statement, update student, set phone number is equal to some value, where ID is equal to 106. What is how the system will update it? It will take this where clause condition, it goes on searching. Where is ID 106? There it is going to update it. But here in this case, that will not happen, right? So we'll see what happens. Zero rows update. So you see here, query is successful. There are no syntax errors here, right? Query is successful, but zero rows updated because there is no, the condition is right. Okay, it is executed, but search is unsuccessful. Understanding? The search is unsuccessful here. So no rows are updated here. Understanding? Similarly, so using a proper condition. So whatever you specify in the where clause, you should be very careful about that. The conditions you specify in the where clause, you should be very careful about that. If the where clause will not satisfy the condition to select any of the rows, then no rows will be affected by your query. So these are all the queries what we are writing here. Update statement and all, select statement, they are all queries. Okay. Your query should be such that the not the query, the clause in the where clause of this query, whatever you write, it should satisfy. The conditions should be such that we should be able to select some rows here. If that is not happening, then no rows will be affected. Data remains intact as it is in the database. Okay. So now this is how we using update command. Okay. Like this, I can use multiple update command and I can execute all the statements here. Okay. So for example, I can do that by using the editor. Okay. Update students. See, one row is updated. Second row is updated, right? This is how you use the editor. You have to still practice it more, then you will understand. Okay. That is equal to 103. Okay. Alt F, save, Alt F, exit, forward slash, enter. See, it was updated, right? ED. See, if you type ED every time, see what is the previously executed command, that will be there in the editor. You can just edit something here, save it, exit, there forward slash enter. The command will be executed. That's it. Okay. Now we'll update what is ID number 4. Alt F save, Alt F, sorry, Alt F forward slash enter. Right. Again go to editor, change ID number is equal to. Now you see, I'm updating the same phone number just for demonstration. Okay, usually that will not be the case. Okay. That you know. Okay. Then don't ask me why is the same phone number for all the students. Right? Alt F save, Alt F, okay. Right. Now we'll see what is the output of a table. Okay. Select star from, we can see here, right? All these things are done. This is one way of updating. Okay. If there is no data, if there is a data, then now that's the example which you have to understand. Now, see, I want all students to have a different phone number, which is a practical case, right? Understanding? Now, how I can do that? I want first row to remain same. All other rows has to be changed now. So, what is the command now? How we can go about that? Update student fetch phone number is equal to. I want to just type new numbers here. X is 743. Okay. Set phone number is equal to some value. Okay. Next, there is a condition. What is the condition? Where I want this phone number to be updated for the second row. So what I will do now? Where ID is equal to 102 I will give. What happens now? One is update. So what happens with the old value? Whenever you update, old value will go. That is erased. New value will be entering into the text. Now we'll see. Okay. Select star from student. See, you can see now. This value is now updated here. Understanding? Similarly, we can do like this for all the other rows. Okay, that is possible. That is how we use the update command. The syntax is very simple. Just you have to specify keyword update the table name set is a keyword, which attribute you are updating. Okay, then followed by where clause, where you are updating, which row you are updating, that you have to specify. That condition should be true. Understanding? Okay. Now update is done. So this is what updations what we have done. Okay. Similarly, the updations what we have done, we can also have deletion that is possible. Okay. Delete means any of the data that you want to delete. How you going to delete it? Delete student where again ID is equal to 101. One row is deleted. Right? This is the condition. Just delete is a keyword, sum is a keyword, followed by name of the table. Specify what is the condition, where clause, where ID is equal to 101. This data will be now we'll see in the table. Okay. Right? Now ABC is no more. But we are done. Okay. So we can have okay. Again, there's a special command called rollback command. Okay, but phone number is not displayed here. There is a reason for that. Okay, that we'll be discussing later. No need to worry. Okay, my mistake. Any of the command what you executed, if you want to undo that one, okay, then you can go for this rollback command, which we don't usually don't use it. Okay, so delete command. I hope you understood now, right? So, and based on the condition what you specify, either you can specify the condition so that if the multiple rows are satisfying the condition, multiple rows will be deleted. Understanding? So here I specify the condition such that only it applies to one row, so one row is deleted. Again, similarly, see I can do it again. One row is not deleted. Deleted. See. Well, data, yes, it is not there. There's a reason for that. I'll tell you. Because we have done that by using the update statement. Okay, we have not typed a commit command for that. Okay, any updations once you're done, you'd always go for typing the command called commit command. Always. Okay, so commit, sorry, delete command is done. Okay, so now we'll see what is called updation deletion drop command. Okay, now before drop, they can use a command called truncate command. Okay, what is a truncate command means? See, whenever there is a table, okay, you want to remove all the contents of a table, just you want to keep table as it is, which means table should be there, data should be erased. So if there are hundred thousands of rows are there, you cannot keep deleting every row, right? Okay. So if data is used, if we want to keep the table, but we don't want the data, that in case you can go for truncate command, okay, where keeps table name, okay, that is student, table is truncated, okay. Now whatever data is removed, but table is still exists. Now we can see what is there. Select star from student. See, no rows are selected now, right? When I execute this command, no rows means all the data is gone. Table is there, right? We can see here. Okay, select star from tab, very first command. Table is still there. You can see, but data is not there, right? Describe space range. See, table is the data is not there, right? Suppose you want to uh, delete this structure also. Even you don't want the structure of a table, that should also be deleted. That case, you should go for a command that is drop command. Drop table. Table is dropped. Table is dropped. Now, if you see, let's start from tab. Student should not appear. It is not there now. Right? Now, if I type describe student, object student does not exist. Yes. Understanding? Are you people following? Everyone? So these are the basic commands what we use. Okay. So let me just recall once again, since the previous session, what are all the different commands that we discussed today? Okay. We discussed create table, insert values, alter command, right? Update command, delete command, truncate, drop, right? So these are the different commands that we discussed in the today's session so far. Okay. Any doubts with respect to these commands what we discussed? Yes. Please unmute yourself and try to communicate, all students. So tomorrow we'll be discussing all the constraints. Very important concept. All the basic constraints which we use at least for your as long as the scope of your lab syllabus is concerned. many different types of constraints. We are going to use all the constraints demonstration we are going to discuss tomorrow. Okay. Yes. Yes. Anup, any doubts? Unmute yourself and try to communicate. Yes. Yes.
No, sir.
No doubts, Anup, you are following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please do follow all the basic commands what we discussed. Huh? Yes. Am I audible to you? Anup. What about others? Archana
Yes, sir.
NG. Archana NG. Please try to communicate. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Bhavana GB.
Yes, sir.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? ನಂದಿನಿ JS ಯಾರು ಈಗ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ರಿ? Arshita KR.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Are you finding any difficulties?
No, sir.
See, once you are done with these basic commands, then only I can proceed further in the theory. Okay. Please do follow the classes properly from now, especially the practicals. Okay. Yes, Janavi. Janavi, you're there?
Sir.
Yes, are you following? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Meghana DB. Meghana DB. Oh, okay. Pallavi R. Pallavi R, you're there? Any doubts? Pallavi? Pallavi? Priyanka RM?
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Understanding? Please do
Yes,
practice
sir.
all these commands. Okay, get thorough with all the basic syntax, basic formats, all the basic commands and everything. Okay. Yes, Supriya. Supriya ji, are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Sir.
Supriya, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Sir. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ sir.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
Yes, sir.
Tejaswini KR,
Yes, sir.
you're following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, any doubts for anybody with respect to the today's commands, whatever we discussed? We have, I think, another 10 minutes to go for the session expiry. We have another 10 minutes for the session expiry. If you have any doubts, please do discuss. Yes, anybody? So what are all the comments that we discussed today? Yes, can you people tell from the beginning? What are all the comments that we discussed? Anup Kumar. Anup. You're there. Anup Kumar HN. Can you speak? Anup. Okay. If there are no doubts, then we will wind up the session here. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be discussing very important concept that is called constraints. Okay. Very important concept in SQL. Okay. I'll show you the demonstration of all the important constraints, how to define it, how to use it, and what is the purpose of each and every constraint. Okay. So we'll stop at this
Sir,
point. Yes.
sir, first two class videos ಅಲ್ಲಿ content not found ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಸರ್
ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದೇ
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಚೆಕ್
ಸರ್,
ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
ದೆನ್
ಸರ್.
ದೆನ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್? ಯಾರು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇನಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ. ಎಸ್. So no doubts. Should I wind up? Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you.